Hello. Oh crap, I forgot to switch this. Hold on. I gotta flip you. There. Hey, now we're flipped. Yay, better. And my dog is being whiny. All right. Do you hear her? No reason she's barking. All right. Let me find myself. Forgot to switch. All right, so if you pop on, say hello. I think it's just me right now. I'm going to try Etching Cream for the first time and maybe some other stuff. Actually, not really some other stuff. I got some other things I need to do while we're waiting for it to etch. So, besides my whiny dog, say hello. And I may have to go yell at her. There's no reason for her to be whining. So let me send this out into Facebook land a little bit. If you're not a Chalk Couture designer, please feel free to send it out as well. And if you've popped on, say hello. That would be great. It's better to talk to you than my whiny dog in the other room. Let me see. Let me get this out to a couple places first. So we're just gonna try etching on like a cheap glass that I got at for $1, so you know where I got it from. And we will try that. Like I said, we're gonna try it out, see how it goes. It takes a few minutes for it to actually etch, so that's gonna be the longest part. Hello, Becky. Hello, Joni. And let me just send this out a little bit. And I'm using an old transfer because I had it out. I actually lost the rest of the transfer, so it doesn't have a backer at the moment. And that is not... Well, that'll work. I'm looking for a certain group. I haven't found that certain group. There it is. Okay. So I've taken some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Hello, Miss Tori, rubbing alcohol, and I've already wiped down the two sides. I'm only doing one side, but I figured I'd do both. We're gonna do this side. And like I said, this is an old transfer. I've used it several times. You can see it's kind of got some staining on it. And I'm just going to put it on here. Except for this is wiggly. I need something underneath it. Fuzzing cloth will work perfectly for that. So it's not so wiggly. Oh, much better. Of course, now y'all can't see anything because it's green on green. So we're just going to put this on here. It still has some sticky on it. And I pulled this out of the container, but like I just opened it before we came live. And I can't see. There. Ew. Okay. Ew. It's like gross. All right, we're going to put some in a container. I'm not dipping into that. Hopefully that's what it's supposed to look like. I have no idea. That's why we're using a cheap glass. It may not supposed to be looking like that. I have no idea. Anyway, we're using a cheap glass and an old transfer and a foam brush And I'm just going to smush that around. I'm putting it in my foam brush, and we're just going to put this on here. And it says to let it sit for 15 minutes. There is nothing my dog should be barking about. Hello, Miss Carrie. I want to put it on a little bit thicker. I don't think, this may not be usable. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. It just looks weird. I'm going to put it on thicker. Maui! Sorry. She's barking for no reason. She's in the kennel. That's no reason for her to bark. All right. Now I have heard, or I've read from other designers, that you can like add a little color to this and it'll etch it in a like a faint color. I don't know if that's true or not. Why is my dog having a fit? It's not even food time. She has an hour before she eats. She's having a fit. I'm just putting the extra back in here. All right. So this is supposed to sit on here for 15 minutes. So we're going to do something else while that's sitting. I got to wash that. Like I said, I don't know if this stuff works, if this is actually usable or it's old. I've had it for a while. I just never got around to trying it. So we'll see. That's going to sit off to the side. And then I need to finish up this board. Love Brings Us Home, and the other side is Season's Greetings. I have craft shows coming up, and I need to finish this. I want to paint the edge red, so using our chalk paste. So that's what I'm about to do, but I need some tape. I know, it turned out well. So we made this shirt the other night on one of our lives. So I washed it, and today's the first time wearing it. We'll do two sides at once because I can do that. That's not quite long enough. This side's shorter. So what are y'all doing on a Sunday afternoon? There's actually, well, I wasn't sure who was going to pop on, saying that it's Sunday afternoon and football's on and everybody's doing family stuff. It was either go live now or go live later, and I'm like, well, might as well go live now. I am going to get a color tray and a stir stick if I can find one. Oh, there's one. That's one of my warped ones. I need to flatten those. Jar of paste sitting on top of it will do just fine. That will flatten it back out. Ooh, meatloaf. That sounds good. I haven't had a real meatloaf in a long time. And I'm going to grab some of our candy apple red paste. That's probably too much. Maybe not. I got 4 sides to do. And I'm going to put it on my little tray here. We're going to add some water and thin it down so we can actually paint with it. I do need some water in there too. Oh my God. I just made a crime scene. Candy apple red always looks like you murdered somebody, but when I sprayed it, it sprayed over here. So it's got blood splatter. All right. So I'm just going to thin this down some, and then we're going to paint the sides of it while we wait for our etching cream to etch. It takes about 15 minutes, they say. What, like I don't have TV anymore. I never have time to watch it. And when I do, it's just background noise. So I have Hulu. That's all I have. So I usually just put something I've already seen on for background noise if I want TV on. So it's usually something that I've already seen. And very rarely do I have enough time to actually sit down and concentrate on a show. I do want to watch the new Hulu Only Murderers in the Building. I think that's what it's called. I do want to watch that. So I got to figure out some time to sit down and watch that. But where I was going with that is, I don't know who's playing right now. So which game are you watching? And who do you want to win? All right, we're just going to grab some of this. I'll probably have to put more on here because, of course, the foam brushes just suck up the paint. Or paste. Actually, paste. Yes, I'm really live now, Kelly. Look, we're doing an etching. It's sitting. It's got to sit for like 15 minutes. So while that does that, we're painting the edges of this because I never got around to doing it, and I have a craft show coming up in November that, you know, I probably should finish up some of these projects and spray them and get them ready to actually sell. So if there's a project that you saw me do and you're interested in buying it for yourself, you better let me know before everything goes to a craft show. And I am planning on probably opening a Shopify little store. I guess that's what they're called. And I'm going to start a newsletter as well. So all that's in the works. So, see, I have no time to watch TV. How was your, what was it that you were doing? It was some, you had some weekend long event that you were doing, Kelly. How's that been today? Because I know you're still there, I think. Wasn't it all day long? Bucks and Bears. Oh, I have a friend that's a Chiefs fan, like long time Chiefs fan. And I thought they weren't doing that good today because he posted stuff about, it seemed like it was about the football game. So I thought they might not be doing too well. He's how I follow the Chiefs. I have another friend that is like a really good Broncos fan. I'm not a Broncos person, but I keep up with what they're doing on that side. And somebody else is a Seahawks fan, and I live in Dallas, so, you know, naturally I'm a Cowboys fan. It's kind of just bred. I learned long ago in doing football pools at work and stuff, never bet against the Cowboys because they always screw you. Like, if you expect the other team to win, no, the Cowboys will win. Even if they're like have a complete losing record, they'll win that week. So I learned a long time ago, don't bet against the Cowboys for that reason. Well, make sure your notifications are on, Tori. You'd have, on the main page, you'll need to go up and click the little, I think it's a bell. Oh! Okay, it was Friday and Saturday. All right, I just remember it was 2 long days of work. That's all I remember. Yeah, you should come home and pass out. That's some long days. All right, we're gonna use this thing because it's quieter. And I don't really need a lot of drying power. We still got about 5 minutes on our glass here. Somehow or another, I got a hair. Well, did you have fun at your Rhythm on the Rails? I knew it was some sort of festival. Those are definitely 2 long days, though. Especially when you're not used to being working that long. Those are some long days. I can tell you, Tori, the last couple of times that I went live were pretty late. So I have a feeling you might have already been asleep. But the replays are always there. And I do have them also on my 34 Designs Crafts YouTube. So I always post them over there. Yeah, so Facebook's promoting groups and stuff, but they keep messing with everything else. Like, really, guys, can you just, like, leave the stuff alone and let it work like everybody's used to it? So, yeah. And I've done the same thing on some groups. I've had to take my notifications off and turn them back on, because even though I've got them on, I'm not getting notifications. Hello, Miss Cindy. See, Cindy's my Broncos person. That's how I keep track of them. When did they play? Do they play today? I have no idea. I assume they play today. Oh, so they have the bye today. Okay. They get the long week. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. Like, everybody's figured out Facebook and then they go and change something and nobody knows what's going on. I'm gonna make sure that's dry so when I pull the tape off, I don't put my finger in it and mess it up. Alright, so we got a few more minutes on our little bird over here. Our little etching. Like I said, it's supposed to be 15 minutes, although you can leave it longer. And lots of people have done etching and it doesn't affect the transfers, but like I said, I had an old transfer, so we used it. Alright. So I'm just going to take this tape off and move it to the other 2 sides. And then this will finally be, well, I got to spray it, but this will be finally done. Look how much cuter that is with the red on the side instead of just like plain like that. So much cuter. All right. This was a long one. Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't Zuckerberg our Facebook. Oh my gosh, I can still hear my dog whining. It's not even time for her to eat. It's very annoying. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I can. Yeah, I heard that same thing. I'm like, why are you going to change the name of Facebook? That is such a stupid idea. That'd be like Chevrolet deciding to change their name to Ultra or something. Like, really? You've got all this brand recognition built up. Everybody knows what it is. All these websites are associated with it or run off of it, you know, like our Facebook groups and many different things. And they're going to change the name? Why? It's not like they merged with anybody. I mean, like when Sprint merged with, who did they merge with? Crap. They merged with somebody first, and then they merged with, they merged with Nextel, and then they merged with T-Mobile. I have Sprint. So they've merged with T-Mobile now. And so Sprint doesn't really exist. And that makes sense. Like, you either combine the names or you just go with one. But don't change the name entirely when it's a known brand. All right, let's do the other two sides of this. Everybody knows it's still the same thing. And it got a bad name because he keeps messing with it. That's why. Leave it alone. So we're gonna do the other two sides of this, and then we're gonna take our etching off of our glass. And you're supposed to actually run it under the sink. So we may do it in our little tray here. Because if I go to the sink and do it, you're going to be looking at an empty chair. And that's no fun, right? Oh, my dog is whiny. And I switched the dogs because I got two that don't get along. I switched the dogs so the little one would be free because she was yappy earlier, and now she's happy because she's out and laying over there keeping an eye on me. The dogs have been a pain today. I may have a set I can send you. I'm not with that, I don't have an account with that company anymore, Cindy. The monthly fee for the website, like I wasn't making it enough to keep it open, and I wasn't really, I've got a stockpile of the stuff that I was buying for my dog, so I'm like, okay, we'll let that go. Because most of the stuff that they had, I buy locally anyway. Like I buy at the store. I don't buy their food, so. Alright. That should be fine. That little corner needs a touch-up. Alright. That needs to get washed. So does that. I need a place to put this. All right, let me get this out of the way. Then we're gonna take this off. Now, I took them off, what, 6 months, 9 months ago, something like that. Whenever I took them off my list was when I stepped away from it. I was basically just giving them money. So I was like, okay. And like I said, the stuff that I actually bought, I have a whole stockpile. And then the one dog that I bought the joint stuff for, she passed away last, well, I had to put her down, March of 2020. So that's been a while. So I didn't need that stuff anymore. I really should have dried that. Oh crap, I dropped it on the floor. Let me dry this real quick so I don't have to worry about getting red paste everywhere. My dogs are insane. This looks so much better with the red edge. So much better. Maui! Okay. So much better. So now I just need to spray that. There is one place over here I need to touch up, but that will work. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Yeah, you probably didn't see both sides. So that's the one side. And then that is the other side. Love brings us home. All right. So we're going to cheat. We're going to use our tray. Instead of going to the sink, we're going to use our tray right here. And we're going to take off this transfer. We're going to flip that upside down. And we're just going, you're supposed to run it underwater to get it removed. So this is our etching cream, so we're just going to fake our water here. Go ahead and spray that. And there's paper towel. Okay, this is my first time doing etching. So that's why we used a cheap glass that cost $1, so you know where it came from, and an old transfer. And so this just leaves the design on here, and like it eats into the glass is what it does. So it leaves the design on there. It never washes off because it's like eaten into the glass. And I'm just going to get that off of here and get most of that cream off of here. I don't like leaving unknown like things in my screens. All right. Put that in there. My fingers. Let me see if I can get this dry and hold it up where y'all can actually see it. I can see it. Let me hold on. That won't fit in there. This will fit in there though. Another use for a mask. Look at that! It's so cute! So like I said, I've read that you can add color to it, so it will give it a slight color. But that's cool. So like I said, I just wanted to test it out, see how it works. It obviously works. My etching cream's not that old. You can feel a little texture difference. But yeah, that's awesome. So I have like some projects to do. Well, see, and when you add like your liquid to it, you'll be able to see it better. So I have some bigger projects, but I needed to test it out on this before going to those bigger projects. So cool. Awesome. Woohoo. All right, so yay, success. We got our first etching done. We finished that other project. I just need to spray it. And we are good to go. So that's my live today. I just wanted to pop on and try that and get that out of the way so I can tackle my bigger projects that I need to do some etching on. Because I'm planning on taking those to a craft fair, vendor show, whatever you want to call it, high school show. Yeah, exactly. You have a good day, Miss Cindy, and I will see you later. I am going to log off. I'm going to download this and pop it over onto YouTube so it's there forever in case Facebook decides to kill itself again. And that is it. If anybody has questions about Chalk Couture or etching now, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to start a Spotify store and get a newsletter going and things like that. So things are coming. Hopefully I can get my head around it. But I appreciate y'all watching, and I will chat with you later. Have a good rest of your Sunday.